we've seen in the pandemic is that because people aren't, the service industries, right, have reduced significantly, that's hit a lot of younger people. And those jobs are not likely to come back quickly, right? I think even if we were to come out of stage 4 restrictions in about 4 weeks, not 2 or 6 weeks, from now, I don't think we're going to see the hospitality industry come back in the way that it was. So I think that the levels of unemployment amongst young people are going to increase. And I think we're going to see, unfortunately, the levels of the 80s in unemployment of young people back, right, for a period of time. And I think the trick will be how we address their readiness for the demand as it comes on, and how quickly we pick them up and engage and do something, and what the role of education and training and industry and community are to keep people moving along that conveyor belt, and so that they can jump off at any point and take opportunity, as opposed to being left thinking, well, there's not much we can do because there's no jobs at the moment. The thing that worries me the most, I think, for young people is that, there's been some studies done on loneliness, and I was actually shocked to find, although when I did actually think about it a bit and look at some of that data, that it shouldn't have been surprising. That when you think of who the loneliest groups in the community are, you generally would assume that it would be people who are elderly, in their homes. It's actually young people who are the loneliest because they lack relationships, real relationships. They might have 500 followers, but they're not going to show up when you haven't got anything to eat and you've got a crisis going in your own life. And they've shown to be the loneliest group in our community. And if you think about where we either in the public space welcome them or not, where do they go? How do we support them as younger members of our community? We're not too good at that. And if they don't have those key relationships in, parents or extended family, they're really cut loose in a lot of ways. And technology seems to mask that loneliness, Then I think we see it in rates of suicide, a whole host of things. So that's worrying in this pandemic, because I think what it does is that situations like this tend to bring to the surface and accentuate, what was already there, right? Accelerates the problem. So that's worrying.